He was known as the man who invented the quarterback sack, and now the legacy of Deacon Jones lives on through a foundation in his name that tackles issues affecting the lives of those less fortunate with art.
Here with more is the CEO of the Deacon Jones Foundation, Deacon's wife, Elizabeth Jones. Good morning to you and welcome.
Thank you for having me. Good morning to both of you.
Now, for people who are not familiar with your husband, can you tell us about him and the impact he made on the NFL?
Well, I think the best way to tell you about the impact he made in the NFL is...
Ask a quarterback.
Yeah, is that in almost 100 years of the NFL, they've never created an award in the name of a player. And when Deacon passed away, the commissioner called me and they created the Deacon Jones Award. So I think that pretty much tells you his impact. But he did revolutionize the position of defensive end and defensive play in the National Football League. He coined the term sack. He was famous for the painful head slap. And I think if you look at real statistics, you'll find out that he is the all-time single season and cumulative sack leader.
Which is pretty incredible. And taking a look at that photo that was had on the screen a moment ago, that is seeing Deacon come at you at full force.
Oh, he was amazing.
Yeah.
He was really amazing. And I didn't know him when he played, but I'm from Los Angeles and I was always a big Rams fan. And you went to the Coliseum to see him.
Yeah.
You know, not the team. He was.
He was a battering ram.
He was.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Deacon Jones Foundation and how this all got started.
Well, Deacon and I formed the foundation in 1997. Deacon's childhood and background was from very poor family and very disadvantaged circumstances, and he really wanted more than anything to be able to do something for inner city kids whose parents were at or below the poverty level, and to teach them, give them all the tools they needed to succeed, take them through college, and more than anything else, to teach them to give back to their own communities, so that what we gave to them, they turned around and used to help other people. So we formed it in 1997. We ran it in Los Angeles for quite some time. And then when Deacon passed away, I sold our house and about a year later moved to Las Vegas, and then decided I had to figure out a way to get it up and running again. So.
Yeah, you two touched many people's lives to help so many people, and then you also started an art program.
Yeah. After I moved to Las Vegas, when Deacon and I had it initially, we raised all of our money through major corporate sponsors and through special events with a lot of athletes. I certainly couldn't continue to do that here. So through talking to people and meeting a few people, I decided that a really great way to raise funds and to provide a tribute to the NFL and to my husband was to do it through art, through NFL licensed art. And I was fortunate enough to receive the license from the NFL for all trademarks and license from the Players Association for the use of images. And so we now have a beautiful line of fine art from for NFL players. I have over 120 images right now, and we sell limited edition prints.
Absolutely.
They're
We're taking a look at some of them
them
on the screen right now, and including the one that's directly in between us here. This, I mean, one of the greatest moments of the big game, as it were when all of the MVPs walked onto the field, and they've all walked onto this print in front of us right here.
This was commissioned by the NFL to the Deacon Jones Foundation for the centerpiece of NFL Honors, which is the night before the Super Bowl when they give out all the awards. And they had us blow this up to 6 feet tall by 10 feet long.
Wow.
At Honors. So when you walked into the cocktail party at Honors, you walked right into this. So this has every single MVP from all of the past 49 Super Bowls in the painting. Yeah.
So the money raised helps students.
Yes.
And it's given to the kids at Mojave?
Right now, we started with a program at Mojave High School. We, not knowing the territory, I had my sister, who's lived here for 40 years, investigate where there was a lot of need. And obviously, I'm sure you know that North Las Vegas qualifies for that in a lot of areas. And so she spoke to the teachers and the principals at the high schools there and Mojave High School was dying to have it, so we instituted a fine art, or an art rather, program, after school program. We fund the entire thing, and it was kind of interesting because it's a voluntary program, obviously, for the kids, and it started out with, I believe, 22 or 24 kids, and the next week got more kids, and the next week, and it ended up with 34 kids.
That's awesome.
And we awarded first, second, and third place scholarships to them at the end of the semester.
That's great.
All of them are coming back, or are back this semester, and we'll award scholarships at the end of this year as well. But we fund the entire thing.
Well, it's phenomenal work that you're doing. And before we go, we have about 10 seconds left. Where do we order these prints?
You go to deaconjones.com, very easy website to find.
Okay.
And we are offering a special to anybody who watches the show today, so they can go to deaconjones.com, and then they can email me directly, or they can call. The phone number's there directly, and I'll tell them how to get their discount.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
it's great
pleasure
having
talking to you. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you both for having me.
Again, the Deacon Jones Foundation has instituted its first program at Mojave High School with an after-school art program and scholarships. To learn more about the group, check out the website on your screen. They're also on Facebook.
And if you're on